Welcome back to Tactical Breakdowns. Every Monday, a new tactical breakdown. From positional to functional possession, Spanish football is undergoing a profound tactical shift. We are moving away from sterile possession towards what we call functional possession. Under Luis de la Fuente, the objective is no longer just to keep the ball, but to use it as a tool to create and exploit specific qualitative superiorities. The DNA remains, but the intent is now far more vertical and aggressive. Let's break down the core principles of this modern offensive model.
Build up. The first strategic pillar is the constant occupation of maximum width. Unlike previous cycles that focused on central overloads, De La Fuente's system aims to stretch the opponent's defensive block horizontally. The tactical goal here is lateral isolation. By positioning the wingers on the touchline, the opposing fullbacks are forced out of the compact block, creating vital gaps in the half spaces. In this phase, we aren't looking for intricate passing patterns. We are looking for the 1v1 duel. It is a system designed to empower individual technical quality to break down low blocks through direct dribbling and isolation. From a UEFA Pro perspective, the management of the fullbacks is crucial for structural balance. In this offensive phase, the fullbacks act as auxiliary playmakers. We see two distinct coded behaviors: underlapping runs into the interior channels to vacate space for the winger, or high-volume overlapping to generate crossing opportunities. This flexibility allows Spain to maintain a high density in the final third, reflected in a high frequency of deep completions, passes received within 20 meters of the opponent's goal line. The fullback is no longer just a defender. He is a key cog in the creation of the offensive mesh. verticality and exploiting depth.
In summary, the De La Fuente model is a modern hybrid. Possession remains the foundation, but the execution relies on width, verticality, and 1v1 dominance. It is a more cinematic and high-tempo version of the Spanish school, designed for the demands of the modern game. Do you prefer this vertical evolution or the total control of the past? Let's discuss it in the comments. But in modern football, attacking with this many players in the final third comes with a massive risk: the counterattack. How does De La Fuente prevent the team from being exposed? The answer lies in their defensive triggers and one specific rule. Let's decode Spain's out-of-possession masterclass.
opponent's final 60% of the pitch. The tactical trigger is clear. As soon as the opponent plays a horizontal or backwards pass, the hunting begins. The objective is to deny the opponent 6 time to turn, forcing a long ball or a high-risk pass into central areas where Spain maintains numerical superiority. It's not just running, it's a coordinated closure of passing lanes. Perhaps the most critical element for a UEFA Pro coach is the defensive transition. The moment possession is lost, Spain applies an immediate counter-press. This 5-second rule is designed to exploit the opponent's momentary lack of offensive structure. By collapsing on the ball carrier instantly, they prevent the counterattack before it starts. This allows the defensive line to stay high, maintaining a compact block and minimizing the pitch length, which is essential to avoid being exposed in large spaces.